Regional action in Lone Grove where the Plainview Lady Indians meet up with the Ardmore Lady Tigers. Plainview gets going in a hurry. Quick passing finds Camry Martin in the corner. She drives baseline and knocks down the jumper. Lady Indians with the early advantage. Ardmore working the ISO on the other end. Kalana Taylor, the spin into the step back. She drills the long two. Then later, Taylor finding Jaslyn Kemp. Kemp looking for the pass, but decides that three looks pretty good and nails it. Plainview, though, just too much on offense. Macy Caldwell with the dish to Chloe Conan. Nothing but net. Plainview wins 59-40 over Ardmore.